Hello, my fellow Americans. 'Tis I, the Rumple One. Let's talk about power. Power. You see, a lot of times people talk about the rich and powerful, the rich and famous, but the thing is, it all gets down to power. And you see, there's many different types, or many different ways to get power. One way is just to be big and strong, and then you can beat up anybody, and then you're power. You're the bully of the block. You're the king of the hill. Another way is to maybe you're smart, so you build a weapon so you can knock off the king of the hill. Now you're the new king of the hill. Another way is to amass people underneath you so then you can knock off that smart guy just by outnumbering him. He can only fire so much. Sooner or later you're going to overwhelm him. But you see, it all gets down to power. Now, some power is invested when you get elected to office. Some power is invested in you when you get appointed or selected for a job. I mean, think about a police. They give him a badge and a gun. There's power. I mean, one day he's just a person on the street. The next day he's got a badge and a gun. Look at the power he has, whether it's a police officer or sheriff. I mean, think about it. And then you get somebody that gets elected to Congress or the Senate, and then they have power. But the thing is, even within these power centers, there's still a pecking order. Just because you get elected to the Senate, that doesn't mean anything. The good old boys that have been there for decades, they've formed their little committees, their little power committees, and they keep you out. They can make sure your ideas never see the light of day. That's power. Then the president, well, with the stroke of a pen, executive order, that's power. Then there's, with the country, you can have armies, navies, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. That's power. You can send these troops around the world to coerce people to do your bidding or to bend to your will. You say, no, we don't want you to have nukes, and if you don't, we'll bomb you, we'll kill you, we'll destroy your country because we're more powerful than you, and we don't want you to be on equal footing with us. You see, it's all about power. Now, another way to get power is to get a lot of money, because with that money it can buy you influence, and that's power. See, that money can open doors. So what we have is we've got the people who have a certain kind of power, people who can buy their way into power. You see, and that's what's going on here. It's almost like we've created the American royalty, because we've got the president, we've got the Senate, we've got the House of Representatives, our Congress. And see, these guys have power to create laws that they exempt themselves from. Now, isn't that almost the ultimate power? You have to do this, but I don't. I mean, I am the king. I am the ruler of you. Even though you elect me and I'm supposed to be working for you, I'm telling you this is what you have to do, but I don't have to do it because I am more powerful than you. I mean, we elect these people, but chances are we can't access them. Oh, no, you can't come in here. Well, why not? They work for me. Oh, no. They have guards, armed guards. They will kill you and or imprison you before you get past to see them. You see, that's power, and that's what it's all about. And in corporations, once again, money, if they have enough money, they can have lobbyists influence these guys, and they can make rules where their company is exempted from these laws, like pollution laws, like the fracking. Oh, no, we'll sign it so it's okay to frack, even though it's been polluting people's wells and groundwater. No, we'll exempt them from this act that other people have to abide by. It's all about power. It's just that simple. I watched a video that showed places around the world, and it's all the same, whether it's a dictator or a president or a socialist or a king. If there's some people want to protest against those in power, those in power will send out forces in riot gear and beat down the protesters. It happened in this country, it happens around the world on a regular, recurring basis. It's all about power. So you see, my fellow Americans, it's going to come down to one of two things, either ballots or bullets. The only problem with the bullets is usually when you oust one group by power, the one that takes over is usually worse. When it comes to ballots, the problem is, once again, those in power write the rules, make the rules, enforce the rules, the voting laws. Who can contribute to campaigns? A company is a person as far as politics goes, but when it comes to paying taxes, oh no, they don't fill out Schedule 1040 like you and I do. I've been over that before. It's all about power. It's got nothing to do with fairness. It's got nothing to do with equality. It's got nothing to do with freedom or liberty. It's got to do with power. Because when you have the ultimate power and nobody can defeat you, then you have all the liberty. You can do whatever you want. But if there's somebody who's more powerful than you, they will tell you what you can and can't do. And if you fail to abide by what they say, it's real simple. They will either incarcerate you or kill you. They will make an example of you. Maybe they don't incarcerate and kill you. They just take away all your assets and turn you into a non-entity. So, my fellow Americans, it's all about power. And this American royalty that we have allowed to gather power are elected officials. We need to get rid of the American royalty. We got to stop it. But you see, America was kind of based off of England, and that royalty mentality just kind of kept through. I mean, all those famous founding families, you know, the ones with the big names, who also have the big money, who could buy the influence. My fellow Americans, it's time to wake up and smell the tyranny.